It is another scorcher out there as we head into this holiday weekend, hitting record temperatures, record-breaking temperatures.
Yes, and if that was not enough, we are also tracking some pop-ups on radar. There's some action going on. Sean, we specifically asked for sunny and 70s. You came up with something else, but that's okay.
We're just putting the request on hold for a few days.
So we'll get it.
Do that.
Labor Day, holiday, boom, there's your request. Yes, it was the hottest day of the heat wave so far in Indianapolis, 96 degrees here. So, hey, like yesterday, and right on cue during the peak heating, we're starting to see storms popping up here. Now, if you recall yesterday, they will be selective in terms of their rainfall, but if you are underneath any of these storms, expect very heavy rain rates, 2 inches plus per hour rain rates. Cell that we had here, this is near Lake Monroe. Of course, we were talking about the lakes. A lot of folks going to be out on them this weekend. Lake Lemon there. No lightning with the cells right now. And then we've got one that's popped up here in southwestern Shelby County. This is the zone that likely will have the more prevalent coverage over the next couple of hours. And then later this evening, we'll see the storms developing over in Illinois start to work in far western and northwestern Indiana. 98 in Shelbyville, 95 in Indy with a high today of 96. It's 95, but the heat index is 97 because the air is a little bit drier. Dew points have dried out into the lower 60s, at least around the metro area. So let's kind of pick your poison. You want the heat index near 100, or you want a lower heat index, but the actual air temperature a little bit hotter. And that's what we had for today. Southwest wind doesn't offer any relief right now. That will shift directions as we move forward. There will be hit and miss thunderstorms if you're going to be out for Operation Football. Speaking of football, tailgating impacted tomorrow. We'll talk about the rain to start out the weekend in the 7-day forecast.
All right, we'll see you soon. Thank you, Sean. This hot weather means a lot of us will be looking for ways to cool down. Many of us will find it in the water this holiday weekend.
That's right, and one of the busiest places this weekend is Geist Reservoir. That's where we find Anna Chalker live. Anna, how's it looking out there?
You want me to do it?
It's looking pretty good out here, Dustin and Felicia. It's starting to get busier over the last couple of hours as people have taken a half day at work. I'll tell you, we've had a few people come in, get their gas. We also saw the birthday boat come in, but it's going to be a busy weekend out here for sure. And workers at the marina told me they will have extra staff out here, and people should expect extra DNR patrols out here on the water as well. We've already seen more staff out here this afternoon. I talked with a group who were already out in the water, and it was a busy day for them already. They're having a good time, but they're making sure everyone on the boat is cool and safe.
It's gonna be a lot of people out on the water today, so you just gotta take care of everybody's gonna be on the water. You can't just worry about yourself.
Bring water up here.
Yeah, you need water.
And it'll be a fun weekend out here, but there are some rules you need to follow. If you are driving the boat, make sure you're paying attention to other boats out on the water in those idle zones. Also make sure with how hot it is, you're drinking water, especially if you're planning on drinking alcohol. You want to stay hydrated. Another big thing, wear this life jacket. I'm going to make sure I can get it on. Everyone needs to have one on, and how to make sure it's good. Give me just a second. I'm going to make sure I can get this around. If you have one like this or that goes around your chest, just make sure it buckles in. Make sure it's tight, and it's tight here. So you got to make sure it's tight on you and have it on when you're on the boat, getting off the boat, just anything, especially out in the water. These are important. Just remember, nobody's too old for a life jacket. Got to make sure you have it on and to pay attention to all the rules. They have signs out here at the marina. Also, there are pamphlets inside the office, so you want to make sure you get all of those. I think I'm ready to go on out to the water, so I'm going to do that, and I'll catch you guys at 5.
Yeah, you are clearly ready. I want to learn more about this birthday boat, too.
Yeah, the birthday boat. Anna Chalker reporting live at Geist, also leading by example. Thank you so much. Never too old nor too experienced a swimmer. Thanks, Anna. And people are also hitting the pool this Labor Day weekend, and doctors are reminding families about the importance of child water safety. So anyone who cannot swim should be kept within arm's reach at all times, even if they have on floaties. Children who can swim should always stay in your line of sight. And designating several adults to be in charge of monitoring the water can prevent a mix-up that could turn deadly.
Having lots of people around may actually be even more dangerous because you expect people to be watching your child and you're not as focused on them.
That's an important reminder there. Now is a good time to brush up on your CPR skills as well, just in case of an emergency.
You know, we always find it important to designate somebody, no matter how many people are there. And people are packing airports and roads, of course, heading out for this holiday weekend.
Thousands of people are expected to pass through Indianapolis International Airport. And already we've seen a few flight delays, slowing people down on their way to get to their destination.
Hey, let's take a look now at the current flight status at the Indianapolis International Airport. Look at that. That's what we like to see, right?
Yes.
No current delays.
As for the roads, I know. As for the roads, though, state police say they are stepping up patrols to make sure that everyone stays safe.
Yeah, they're focusing on impaired and reckless drivers on interstates all over Indiana. These extra patrols won't cost taxpayers, though. They're fully funded, we're told, by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
There we go. All right, let's take a turn. We mentioned the roads. Here is a look close to home right now. This is a look at the connector between 465 as well as 65. Things moving in all directions. We got a second camera that we want to show you. Here is County Road 200 West. Despite that construction, things moving in both directions. I think people got to jump on things, Dustin.
I think there were a lot of people who took a half day. Yeah, they started early. If you have outdoor plans for the Labor Day weekend, make sure you've got our live Doppler 13 weather app. You can track the temperature and storm chances right from your phone. It's a free download in your app store.
All right, right now we are working to find out what led to a shooting on the northeast side that killed a 57-year-old man. Police found Michael Edwards inside a truck that was hit by bullets near 34th and Emerson. He was taken to the hospital where he died. This afternoon, we're also working to figure out if police have any leads on a suspect in the case. So if you have any information that can help, call Crime Stoppers, 317-262-TIPS.
Earlier this week, we told you about a local nonprofit that lost their mobile kitchen to a thief.
Yes, and that kitchen was used to feed the community free of charge. Now the nonprofit tells us they found the trailer, but not in the condition that they hoped.
Yeah, the founder of the Smoking Pastor, Jordan Davis, tells us the trailer was found overnight, but all the equipment inside was gone, and it's now too damaged to use.
He says seeing the state of the trailer after it was found brought a lot of emotions for him and his mission.
It just made me sick. I mean, it was, you know, having it stolen was one thing, but now seeing it and seeing it trashed, I mean, for me, the disrespect of what we're trying to do is just devastating. Everything's ripped out of it. There's nothing left inside. There's holes in the ceiling from where the air conditioner and the hood vent, I mean, even the sprinkler system is ripped out.
Jordan says the nonprofit will move forward despite this setback. While the trailer and equipment will cost about $100,000 to replace, the Smoking Pastor is already back at work. Today they were feeding school resource officers at Wayne Township Schools. Oh, I love that sound. Can you hear the rumble coming from the west side? The biggest drag race of the year is underway in Brownsburg with the champions crowned on Labor Day.
Yeah, when you're out there, you feel it in your chest. Rich Nye is at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park tonight with a preview of the U.S. Nationals.
Celebrates 70 years of the U.S. Nationals at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park in Brownsburg. Sportsman category qualifying already underway, and the Nitro cars on track tonight.
Over 900 pro and sportsman competitors are trying to qualify for the Labor Day finals. Ron Capps has won the U.S. Nationals back-to-back years in funny car and compares this drag race to the Indy 500.
I've always said this place has got so many spirits running around it. Drag racing, you know, whether you look back at history or just those moments, and I used to joke you could walk out and pick up a pebble anywhere in the pit area and you could play a video from 1966 and very well Don Garlitz may have walked over that same little pebble.
Antron Brown is also a back-to-back champ in Top Fuel at the U.S. Nationals.
This track's been very special because it's the time you want to peak at the right time of year. When you come into this race right here, it's points and a half. It's a lot going on it. It's a long, long weekend. But what makes this race so special, you have everybody from east, west, north, and south that shows up.
Plug your ears and feel the speed. In Brownsburg, Rich Nye, 13 News.